let's get this show on the road. Starting in the bottom right side of Oceanborn, we have our blue Protoss. It's MrNibbles going up against one of the content creators, I believe. Playing a early pool this time around, we have SewerBadger. That's our pink Zerg in the top left side, and we are going to have a very quick scout actually. By the looks of it, it is going to be an interesting situation. MrNibbles is patrolling this probe over here, but there is going to be a lot of time until basically that probe will use anything. And there's two... Oh, those are both overlords. Okay, I was confused for a moment. Why are two overlords spawning? But looks like Badger is not going to scout with the overlords. Is going to actually send it across and just scout with basically whatever he finds there with the links. Oh no! Oh, here we go! So this is what we're going to actually have whole series long, I believe. Beautiful stuff here. The only thing that is going to be quite wild, he needs to actually wall off this. Oh no. He needs to be careful. Oh, this is going to be such a painful moment. So there's not going to be a unit that is going to be able to defend here, because the drones are going to just mineral walk across. Let's see, is he clicking the minerals? Yes, he is. Beautiful stuff. He's going to surround the zealot. And that is pretty much it. He's going to have a overlord on the way. 15 workers. I'm not sure how many have been pulled, but this is actually brilliant. A gamer move. Pro gamer move. It is going to be the second unit coming out. 2 zealots on the way. Let's see if that is going to be enough. It looks like this is going to be a hold for the time being, as the second zealot is going to pop, and that is going to be quite wild. MrNibbles on 9 workers and Badger is on 6. Rip that pylon. Hello, Ace. Thank you so much for joining me. We have this wonderful grudge match over here. As you can see, I'm pretty sure at this point you are also part of those 5 average viewers on my videos, as I've been called out for posting my satisfying story of Legoland Man video series. Someone asked, since when do players have stories told about them? Referring that it's only like a diamond player. Okay, I guess it's over. There was nothing really to do here, as the work account was quite wild. That means MrNibbles takes 1-0. Takes the 1-0 lead. So basically we have the story behind it. There was a bit of shit talking. A bit, apparently. Friendly banter, as they would say. Oh no, and they're asking like, when the person being accused of basically just shit talking and stuff like that has no idea, and they're asking like, oh, did I really do that? That's a sign that there was a lot of shit talking. If you cannot even remember, there was a lot of it. There was too much to remember, right? Okay, but we're ready for map number 2. A bit of a lead for MrNibbles in this best of 5. It's gonna be just a bit closer to continue that shit talking. Speaking of MrNibbles, we have him here in the top right side, spotting as our blue Protoss, and as our pink Zerg in the bottom left side, we have a SewerBadger. So Badger is once again going for something a bit more different. I'm curious if it's gonna be the same drone pool. If it's gonna be the same drone pool, I'm gonna be surprised, honestly. And maybe this is gonna be like a classic 12 pool. I'm actually quite curious what we're going to see here. Okay, MrNibbles comes in with the probe. doesn't see a hatchery, so needs to actually prepare accordingly. Gotta put down a gateway. Well, let's see. Okay, gas. So I suspect this is going to be some kind of a one-base roach pressure. Or is this... I'm quite curious what this is. So the best way would be to actually block this this hatchery position. Looks like there's going to be a potential... Okay, second gateway is down already. Gonna go for a salad, potentially going to go for the cyber core, I assume. But this is kind of an awkward situation because I believe this is not a wall, or maybe this is a wall. But it's going to be really difficult to wall behind this because these two buildings are actually adjacent to each other, like they're in line. I don't know how else to... Not adjacent, but like... Did the drone pool? Yes, it did. So this time around he's going for the roach horn. And it's going for an expansion as well. MrNibbles did not try to actually do anything. He's going to try to go in, but looks like it's going to be a wall. So that is quite nice. An adept could be started. And the problem is that MrNibbles has no idea about what's coming towards him. So it's actually going to be quite a painful realization when the roaches pop. He's going to need some shield batteries. He's going to need potentially stalkers, I'd assume. A stalker would be quite nice. And there's no third unit. It's going to go for Nexus. And SewerBadger is actually floating a heck of a lot of money. It's going to go for... Oh, there's a supply block. Massive supply block on the side of SewerBadger. Okay, this is absolutely disgusting of a supply block, and it's going to chase away the probe. Oh no, you don't want to actually send it send it into the main accidentally. We're gonna have a robo, so I'm quite curious what this is going to be, and this is quite wild. I'm not sure what Badger is up here. Oh, the roach proxy, yeah. Actually, we should teach him the 5 roach, the Lambo 5 roach, I believe. 5 roach, well, 4 roach, 1 ravager, speedling all in. And Growth 3. Oh, is this a 3 rav? There's not gonna be that much gas. I don't know if you can actually pull it off of 1 gas if this is the 3 rav. Okay, he's going for a third base as well. Oh, never mind. He's not going for a third base. He's going for a full wall, I believe. Is this a full wall? I don't think it's a full wall. I think there's just 1 gap. Just 1 perfect gap over there. We don't have additional queens on the way either. Gonna have 3. Oh my god, what are we having over here? Like, what is SewerBadger up to? I am literally fascinated by the fact that I have no fucking idea what our Zerg player is doing. He's on 19 workers, but the Protoss is on 32. We have a bunch of speedlings. And we have an Immortal. Second Immortal on the way. There's no shield battery, so that is kind of an issue. There are a couple of Zealots, which are not going to do that well against Roaches. And if that Immortal goes down, it's going to be quite an issue. Okay, the Immortal needs to target fire. It's going to pop the shield on that Immortal, and it looks like it is going to be 1 roach going down, 2 roaches going down. Is this going to be enough? The Zealots are going to be in the choke point, and they have quite some nice DPS. And now the Zealots are out of the wall, and they are going to go down. This looks kind of scary, but the 2 Immortals will provide enough firepower to actually take this down. Now the question is there enough firepower to just break through? I don't think so. And this is honestly looking like it's kind of over for Badger. It's gonna go for a second round, but there's going to be a War Prism on the way as well. And so far, it kind of looks like, I don't want to say it's a one-sided affair, but it looks like MrNibbles is going to continue shit-talking. You didn't teach any of this? You know what? It's fine, because we can blame you, Colt. It's like he did so badly. Yeah, the coach taught him. I didn't teach him any of this. What do you mean? Turns out they actually practice this day in and day out. It actually called is an inside agent. It's an imposter. Now we're gonna have a charge lot push with that prism, and the two immortals will arrive as well. Another set of charge lots, and this is gonna be quite okay for. Oh, but you need to actually stay in. You need to actually stay in and just not let this actually. Oh, don't try to surround, because there's no way you're gonna get a surround. Okay, he's gonna get one of the immortals for sure. So let's realize that they need to protect that immortal, and they will try to push through here. But is this going to be enough? I don't think so. The two spike rolls are actually doing a lot of work in here. Oh my god! Are you kidding me? Okay, this is quite wild, honestly. We have 12 larvae. We need to just spend it. We just need to spend it. We still have 6 larvae, but no money right now. A couple of Ravagers would be nice in the back, but obviously there's no time to actually morph those. Oh, that's going to be a beautiful transfuse. Another beautiful transfuse. Oh no, is the immortal actually attacking? Yeah, it's attacking a roach. So that's going to be nice, and looks like actually SewerBadger is pushing this back. A lot of roaches over here, and he needs to try and target down a couple of those zealots and then go for the immortal once the damage output is not enough. MrNibbles will pack up with that immortal and go back home. There was a full wall over here, but looks like it's going to get cleaned up. There's no third base, there's no gases. We have one in gas on each side. Should potentially just pull into gas, in my opinion. That would be the correct call, at least with 2-2. Just try to transition into something. SewerBadger needs a third base as well. This is looking mighty tough so far. Problem is, we're still on 19 workers, ladies and gentlemen. 19 workers. SewerBadger is allergic to double-digit worker counts. That's why he did the first push. He was like, oh, I need to actually get rid of a couple. Why not send it with a 12 pool? By the looks of it, this looks amazing, honestly. This looks amazing. Like, I didn't even realize that you can do so much off of one base. And we are going to have the third Nexus coming down for MrNibbles, and it's going to just look at this and, oh, maybe he's gonna drop. I don't think he should drop. Yeah, definitely shouldn't drop. Now, what is going to be the transition? The problem is, okay, now he can just basically send a couple of guys in gas. He's gonna need a lot of gas with this, because it is going to be a hell of a taxing build with the gas count. I wouldn't also mind if there was like another pylon just for safety, in case like Nidus, Mutus, whatever. Obviously, we know as the audience that this none of this is going to happen. We have an Overseer as well, so Badger going for safety first. Doesn't want to get caught with some kind of wild Dark Templar build. Okay, he's gonna try to get a surround on top of those immortals, and those immortals are not actually that healthy. At least one of them is going to go down. Looks like the second one and the third one will survive, but the roaches are just basically jumping on top of them. And it looks like, oh, the immortals are going to go down, but another immortal actually shows up. And let's see if MrNibbles has enough to defend this. There's no shield battery, so we have a couple of allergies already that we know about the players, but there it is. The GG is called. MrNibbles will actually take game number 2 as well, putting him on match point. Let's see if this helps a bit. Let's present our Zerg player in the top right side. It is the SewerBadger, representing the Pigs clan. In the bottom left side, we have none other than MrNibbles. I didn't want to scream and be like, MrNibbles, to sound more like Mr. Kennedy, but if you know, you know. I feel old, to be honest. I'm not sure about you guys, but I feel old. Once again, we're going to have the probe scout. Curious of the APMs of these players. So MrNibbles with the classic Protoss APM, Badger with the classic I'm sorry, I'm always looking at this and I'm like, don't you feel the need to like click stuff? Like, maybe? Once again, we're going to have something wild coming up as we have a couple of Zerglings being made. We have a double gas. Let's see if this time around is it going to be the Ravagers. I believe it could be the Ravagers. Let's see if he's getting link speed. Oh? This gives me one-base swarm host vibes, to be honest. We have once again a couple of things. I mean, if this is not the one-base swarm host, then get the hell out of my stream. I mean the players, like, don't even come close to. I'm kidding, by the way. So 16 drones. Pretty sure you can get a couple more, right? I mean, those are quite expensive. And you need a infestation bit, which I believe is 150 gas, and you need a nidus, which is 150 gas, and a lot of swarm hosts, which are quite a lot of gas in my opinion. I don't know, because I don't really play swarm hosts, so we have no natural. Oh, what? Oh no. This is so funny, honestly. Oh my god, this is golden. I didn't think I'm gonna see something like this. Like, look at that. It's like, wanted just to enter and leave, enter and leave, enter and leave. Oh, this is so good. All right, so we have a natural coming up for this one base Hydra. Is this gonna be no? This is no shot. This is gonna be like one base lurker, right? No. So one base Hydra. Cult. I don't want to be. I don't want to be annoying or anything, but the builds don't check out, honestly. It's either you did not practice anything, or you actually taught him these things. Or he's just a bad student that doesn't follow anything. That could also be the case. You're gonna have Hydra range as well. No, a lot of Zergs worry about not having enough space on this map from the get-go, like you need to mine out these mineral walls and whatnot. Honestly, I think SewerBadger found the solution to this, and it's most likely going to be the fact that if you don't expand, you don't need the expansions. And that is a fact. This one lonely overlord is just doing some interesting stuff over here. I love that that Coral is already calling out called for teaching something wild. Triple Evil once again. I'm not sure. This Wolof looks like a ZVZ Wolof, but at least we're gonna get the +1 missile. I'm quite lost, honestly. I have no idea what to say here. I don't want to say that much, but I have to because I'm the caster, right? So I have to cast this game, but I have no idea. And look at that. This is actually quite nice. Now, we can realize why this is great for the Protoss, right? I mean, they can get 3 bases without actually being bothered at all. Like, you can just get one pylon, another pylon, and just wall off this position as well, and then you're basically free to do whatever. I mean, yeah, it could work because Hydras are great against Void Rays, but we're at least having more than 20 workers, right? That is already a level up from SewerBadger, and maybe that is going to be the secret sauce, is getting a tad bit more workers, and it's gonna go for that +1 timing. Oh, I think he forgot this upgrade, to be honest. He has Overlord speed? Now why would you get that? You're not even scouting. Is this gonna be a Hydra drop? Please tell me this is gonna be a Hydra drop. This is not a Hydra drop. Am I crazy? I'm not sure where Badger is pulling these builds from, and I don't want to take a guess. Oh my god, no! I was looking at the chat and I heard it and I'm like, oh god damn it, no. Oh, this is going to buy so much time, and it's going to be... Oh, but this is a mistake. It is going to explode instantly, so... Yeah, that doesn't work like that, MrNibbles. Oh, the Hydra's actually putting in a lot of work, and they're going to have that Muscular Augments upgrade finish up. Yeah, but on 2 bases, Ace, 7-minute Hydra timing, but on 2 bases, like, I don't think this is the build. You could have like 2 more bases with this, in my opinion. My honest little opinion. But this looks like working for SewerBadger, to be honest, and it's going to unpower this. It's gonna go in, gonna unpower actually everything. Like, look at this. That's a nice SimCity. It looks nice and everything, but sadly, you don't actually get bonus points and bonus damage or something like that if you have a nice looking SimCity. And MrNibbles has to realize that. And it's going to add a lot more gateways, but once again, it is barely supported by 1 pylon. It's going to go for that. Badger is actually sending in everything. Oh my god, that is beautiful. Denying the warping as well. More stuff coming across for SewerBadger, and this is great, honestly. He's going to just stick to an A move, and that is pretty much it. GG is the call, and that means SewerBadger will take at least 1 game. Alright, it helped him. It helped him last time that we introduced him first. So let's go with our red Zerg in the top right side. It is SewerBadger. And his opponent, MrNibbles, in the bottom left side. Now I'm thinking about it. And since SewerBadger is always opening top, it's kind of an interesting setup here. This might actually benefit SewerBadger to have this gold base or semi-gold base. So he's not really making that many drones, and he could potentially go for the same build, honestly. But yeah, I'm not sure. It's going for the gas as well. Like, it's confusing, okay? Like, let's be honest here. It is confusing. MrNibbles is gonna come in and it's gonna be like, okay, just checking for that early pull, so I know it's going to be something aggressive at some point. That is pretty much it. Have to walk the dog, do a few things though, but if you're still on, I'll be happy to join in a bit. Sure. Thank you for the lurk. Okay, on the other side we have the same standard opener, same standard response, I would want to say, from MrNibbles, but I'm not blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. Mauzy moment, guys. Little Mauzy moment over there, forgetting how to speak. Literally. I don't know how I realized that one. So, we have a standard response over here with the 2 gateways, Zealot, and of course coming up with the second pylon and coming up with the Cybercore. This is actually quite nice because the buildings are all looking inwards, so the Zealot can actually move out just a tad bit and just harass those links, and it's not that great to actually push into this. Just gonna drone over and open a second ramp. Oh, okay. I realize what you're talking about. Yeah. I felt like SewerBadger is some kind of a cheese master or something like that. Like he's playing weird stuff. I mean, SewerBadger, come on, that name just has to give you that vibe. And he's also part of the Pigpan clan, so I'm sorry to put it this way, and I respect Pig and I love Pig. I love Pig's content, honestly. Like, so many good pieces of content on this channel, and I encourage everybody to watch his bronze to GMs, his salt mines are like chef's kiss. Absolutely amazing stuff. But yeah, the one thing that I cannot actually understand is, how am I hitting Big Pan players who are cheesy every single time? Like, it's amazing. It's actually amazing. And once again, we're going to have a couple of Hydras coming up. And I think MrNibbles scouted that Hydra den, but I'm not sure. Let's see what the vision says. No, okay. That is not the case, so... Badger... So, one small trick, by the way, that Badger is literally using here is when you transfer only 6 drones. Only 6, okay? You transfer 6 drones and you double them on these patches. And the rest can like be rallied over here. It's all good. Doesn't matter. And then you like... By the way, it's important to rally them towards this base. Like this base goes here. This base goes here. So they don't have to actually travel. It's quite important. But this little trick will actually net you a lot of minerals early on this map. Because these are actually, if we just look at it, there's actually a lot more minerals that they carry over, and they actually do it quite fast because the patches are close, especially with this one on the right side. So yeah, a bit of a small tips and tricks segment with your boy Mauzy. Also unlocked by reaching 5 average viewers on my YouTube videos. Please check out my YouTube videos so I can actually go from 500 to 600. I mean 5 to 6 average viewers. Thank you. Okay, this is quite interesting. We have a third Evo chamber with a full wall over here. I suppose you can just mine this off. So what Quarrel was also talking about is basically you make a gas here, you get 2 drones, make a gas here, 1 drone will start mining this out. There's 20 minerals, so needs 4 turns. When the gas is done, you rally it into the gas, and when it comes out of the gas, you rally it back to the mineral. It will change the gas, guys, the geyser, sorry, the Vespine, to minerals. You put it back into gas, and so on and so forth. So you never actually have to go back, and it's quite nice. Gives you a couple of cheesy ideas there, how you can actually cheese your opponent. But this is not like what was the name? Neo-Humanity. God damn, I hated that map, honestly. The amount of times I used to play Protoss on that one, so the amount of times when I got cheesed by Zerg players there, it's actually quite crazy. Okay, the Hydra's are actually going to do a lot of good damage here. Oh, it needs a bit of a transfuse there. Okay, so this is quite smart as well. The only Evo chamber that he couldn't reach actually got put into the back. Okay, once again he's going to start chipping away at these zealots, and there is a prism somewhere, right? The prism is quite far away. He could have brought it a bit closer. The zealots are going to go down, and the immortal is actually not doing that much damage. And there it is. We have a huge amount of zealots getting warped in, and if they get on top of those stalkers, it is going to be quite difficult. But a lot of more Hydras, but they're on auto attack. Sorry, on move command. Okay, looks like SewerBadger is going to be successful at defending this. Only has 23 workers, by the way. It's gonna get a couple of lings. The lings are, by the way, very, very good against immortals. Not as good against zealots. Now, the one thing that I can take away from this is that MrNibbles likes to play Robo. Likes to play Stargate as well, but usually it looks like this is going to be the one thing that he plays in the opener. Hello, Rice Hat. Who is even all-inning coup? I believe it's like SewerBadger looks like all-inning in the early game, but he's actually going for like quite a delayed Hydra timing this time. But also he stopped MrNibbles and his tracks. So if we look at the resources lost, this is actually crazy because, you know, SewerBadger with the worst economy and everything gets like a super favorable trade. Takes down 33 zealots and a prism as well, so that instantly sees the aggression. Okay, we're going to have this pylon being destroyed. And this is also something that I realized that MrNibbles doesn't trust himself to actually defend at home. Just doesn't leave a unit. Potentially, we could have a situation where, yeah, the both of them, they walled themselves in. This is quite wild on the side of SewerBadger, to be honest. Okay, he's going to take down the Evo chamber. Alright, third base coming up for MrNibbles. MrNibbles went for the third base sooner or later in both last two games, I believe, because the first game was actually quite wild. Okay. Oh, no cancel on that that third nexus, and these links are actually getting on top of that Archon, beautifully targeting down that Archon. Not bad. Is going to have a bit of an issue with these storms. Oh, that was actually quite nice, but doesn't hit that many Hydras. Needs another storm, but he doesn't have it. And by the looks of it, looks like SewerBadger is going to just push through. 12 more links on the way, and we have a Colossus on the way. But honestly, these Hydras could just not give a damn about that single Colossus if that pops. Honestly, this should be enough. Like, there's no +1 attack. One more zealot is going to fall, and by the looks of it, this is going to be SewerBadger just moving in. SewerBadger has a decent plan. He loves Hydras and is going to make Hydras. That's pretty much it. And is going to take down the Colossus. Warping in units don't have armor, so, or at least have reduced armor as far as I know. And now it looks like SewerBadger is just going to pull through this game as well, and we might just go to a game in number 5. Looks like there's the GG, and we have a game number 5, ladies and gentlemen. What started as a super one-sided affair is going to turn into a distant, long 5-game series. Ghost River is going to be the decider. We are moving into our last map, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually a superb grudge match so far. The one thing I forgot, by the way, is the prediction, which we'll have to like make happen for the next series if we are going to have more of these. Maybe we'll see a third base. Yes, yes, the dream. The dream to see SewerBadger take a third base. That's there. Alright, so down to a best of 1. Spawning in the top left side of Ghost River, SewerBadger. Going up against the top right side, Protoss, MrNibbles. And so far, MrNibbles has no idea how to deal with this. It looks like SewerBadger is gonna be like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's see if MrNibbles will be able to do something regarding that Hydra push, that fabled Hydra push, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're going to have a bit of a scouty over here. Bit of a coffee. Anyways, you have the second gateway coming down. Honestly, the one thing I would want MrNibbles to change, I'm going to invite them and I'm going to give them real advices, or at least if they are interested. Obviously, I'm not gonna force my limited knowledge on anyone. There's better sources for that, to be fair. So if they are interested, I can join a voice chat. But just right now, we can actually take away a couple of things on the side of SewerBadger. Obviously, the work account is terrible. I don't think I'm too harsh when I say this, but this is like kind of a wild build order. I think for a 7 minute, 7:30, 7:40 push with Hydras, with both upgrades, you can actually make it happen with a much more efficient, decent style with the third base, and not opening with this kind of stuff. Not aside of MrNibbles, of course, we can add the fact that they don't need to add the second gateway so fast. Just keep the probe patrolling, see if there is links, get a nexus, get a cyber core, or at least get the cyber core first, get the zealot, and get a nexus. And in case you actually need to, you can save up money, cut probes, take only one gas, for example, and just delay the second gateway to a situation when it's only if it's needed. Now, another thing that you can do is send the zealot across. A zealot can beat a lot of links, by the way. If you put it in a nice and decent position, you tuck it away so you don't get surrounded. So, for example, in this case, the zealot comes up the ramp, right? So it goes all the way here. Just literally shift click it, or shift attack move it, and basically that's pretty much it. Link's gonna get aggroed, and they're not going to manage to surround the zealot, and in that case you're going to be able to take down a couple more links than before. And that's going to make use of your zealot as well, and also going to put pressure, force Badger to make more mistakes. By the looks of it, it might look like this is going to be a third base on the side of MrNibbles. MrNibbles is going to take the third base at the super standard time, but the problem is this is a non-standard second base time, so we're going to have the 3 Nexi going up quite fast, and this is a different approach, by the way. Let's not forget about that. So Badger doesn't have speed either. He could just throw in speed, especially now that he was supply blocked a bit. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say now that he is supply blocked, but he actually unsupply blocked himself. This is something that I actually kind of admire, that he kind of came up nicely with those supply blocks, and he's not really supply blocking himself anymore. Okay, gotta make a couple more drones. That is actually great, because this way he's going to have a better economy. But the 2 oracles, okay, he needs a 4th Hydra in position as well. Oh, okay, he's going to spot it, and he's going to take down 1 oracle for sure. Maybe he's going to lose 1 Hydra, but maybe the 2nd oracle. Oh, if he had muscular augments a bit faster. Now the problem is the range was not done either. If you want defensive Hydras, then you should maybe consider going for range first. Range finishes in like 40 seconds, if I'm not mistaken, like 40 seconds only. So this upgrade, you can see it's in for like 15 seconds kind of, or 20 seconds maybe, something like that. So it's kind of crazy. You can see that it's going to pop up in a moment that it's 15 seconds. I believe it's 40, maybe 50 seconds, so it's not that long. Definitely not as long as muscular augments, the speed upgrade. Both of them are good, and it's going to make control better. Okay, gonna go for a stasis trap, and it's gonna target it down. Beautifully done here. And Badger is actually going for a faster game plan over here. we saw a couple of different variations of this Hydra push, and this is looking quite nice for Badger. It looks like Badger is going to just get the reverse sweep. Beautiful stuff. The third base on the side of Badger never happened. We never saw more than 2 hatcheries in each game. Oh my god.